Hey everyone, I want to talk about two new roles, job roles you must have heard. One is forward deployment engineer, another is AI engineer. So I'm going to give you my opinion and takes. And I think the forward deployment engineers are becoming more popular, and the reason because is this is someone who not only understand AI or engineering skill, who also have deep understanding about the domain knowledge or customer problem. And one key thing is difference between a regular AI engineer and forward deployment engineer is regular AI engineer is like the upgraded version of the software engineers who now use agentic AI or AI to solve the problem, but they are more like a consultant. They focus on the technology. They deliver the technology, and that's it. They move on to the next problem. Whereas forward deployment engineers are have a ownership. They have to solve the problem for the customer. They have to own the problem. They have to understand the pain points. It's not like that you create something, you hand off and you go, and you have no accountability like a consultant. So forward deployment engineers are actually the one who has to prove the return on investment and the value. That's why most big companies like Palantir, now Google, ServiceNow, they are all thinking to hire forward deployment engineer, because this is an area where you need someone very strong who not only understand the technology but also the domain, also the customer mindset, also they baked into the reality. They just don't sell, they actually solve the problem. So I think that for deployment engineer is something all every one of us should be looking to acquire that skill. And there's nothing new, it's just to change the mindset that you need to own the problem, you need to solve and own it. If there is something goes wrong, you still stand by with your commitment. And that's the need of the hour in AI, because AI said, hey, I can do mistake, so it's up to you how do you take. And that's where forward deployment engineer comes. They take that ownership, accountability, and make sure the problem is really solved till the end state, and even after that. So both day one and day two owned by forward deployment engineer, and they are the reliable person. Whereas AI engineer is still great for research, but I think the way it's going to happen is that it's just a naming convention. If AI engineer is just solving AI problem and move on to the next, that's a different type of area where of course there will be a lot of research, and they will be always going for a frontier level of research, try to go next level. But the only thing is that the most of the thing, you need to solve the problem, and you need to make sure it is accurate, compliant, and it actually fits into the ecosystem of the customer or the domain you are solving the problem. So that's my take. It's very opinionated, and everybody might have different opinion, but if you are looking for